All right, I'm gonna make this short. I'm just waiting for the tea to die down because they're really clogged up and can't get to the office. All right, so Tim Black every Monday has a no sellouts with H.A. Goodman, and he actually has everything up and running, so you can actually watch and hear H.A. So he had one last night. It was good. Watch it if you haven't. And also, I reviewed his coffee, which I ordered two huge bags. I didn't realize how big they were going to be, but it was really good. It surprised me how good it was. So I rated it 4.5 stars. Just the 5 stars is Kona coffee, which I'll actually do a review one day. But things have been kind of busy lately. Um, Now, what's going on in the news? Mostly independent news. I don't care about corporate media news. And if you are, then I don't know what's wrong with you. Okay. So Jimmy Dore is doing a great job right now of showing how even the Republicans are really taking accountable what the Republicans that they put in office are doing in town halls. And there are a lot of senators and I believe representatives that are just kind of skimping out on these town halls because they don't want to feel the wrath of these um, disappointed and angry voters. What Democrats need to do is do the same thing. And there have been some Democrats that have been, but probably mostly progressives. Humanist Report Mike Figueredo has been doing the same thing, which is great. Hopefully, he keeps this up. And the other thing that's been going on is Tom Perez, as you well know, or if you didn't know, now you know, is the DNC chair. Um, Another corporatist, and you can see Donald Trump and Republicans are very happy about that pick because he knows that the corporatists in the Democratic Party aren't going to beat his corporatists because uh, the as bad as the Republican policies are, people know that Donald Trump's going to carry out what he promises on his campaign trail. That can't be the same for what Democrats or liberals of the Democratic Party want, because liberals want a lot of things that are a lot different than Republicans, and then what Democrats always say and do are the opposite. What Donald Trump and Republicans are starting to say and do are exactly what they're going to say and do now. So they're actually voting for the honest politician. Not to say that Donald Trump isn't a liar. Yeah, he lies, but he lies better than any corporate Democrat is. All right, so I have a solution, and I'm going to try to put this solution out there every day on Twitter. First thing is to actually get to the leaders of the third parties, of anyone trying to form a third party, and get a third party primary going. Screw running your third party in the system of the two party duopoly of the Democratic and the Republican Party. So, my goal is to just tweet at them every day and then also tweet at these independent media that I always watch. And I'm pretty sure a couple of them know what I'm trying to do. But the message needs to get out there because you're not going to take over the Democratic Party. Justice Democrats isn't going to work. Um, there's nothing that you can do to win against the Democratic and the Republican duopoly unless you unite. That's how things happen. I'm doing a lot of reading right now, so a lot of my topics I haven't filmed yet or video recorded myself, whatever. And it's going to be about history, how political revolution started, and then how it ended, and then how an actual revolution happened. Once diplomacy stops working, what happens next? Can you tell me? Right? You should know. If you don't know, it's actual revolution, war, people killing each other, military takeover. It's not pretty, but that's what always happens. That's how these revolutions are going to start. We're seeing it here. I've seen this everywhere else where revolutions started. It's going to be a lot different in the United States, but it's going to follow the same path. It's how you want to choose. Do you want to wait for that to happen, or do you want to make a diplomatic move by the people rather than a military one? Because people in power aren't just going to give it up. But you know what? They would rather give it up than lose all their wealth. Their wealth is what keeps them from giving up power, or is what that allows them to give up the power as long as they can keep their wealth. Power is nothing for the wealthy unless it's just the easier means of accumulating wealth. That's all power does for the wealthy. What power does for the unwealthy, for the masses of the people, is it distributes the wealth so everyone is equally happy, etc., etc., etc. You could call it socialism, you could call that communism, whatever. That actually happens in capitalism. That happens in other type of societies that are democratic, and it can happen. Right? You can be a diplomatic society and become like a fascist republic. So, anyways, I don't want to kind of dive into all these areas, but I'm just kind of showing you what I'm gonna probably do some videos about later. All right, bye.